speakers do audiences most hate? The ones who don't know when to stop. Speakers who can manage their time well demonstrate professionalism. They know their topic well and they respect their audience's time. Audiences love presenters who finish early and leave them wanting for more. That's the kind of speaker you want to be. Why do some speakers go over time? Some might try to say too much in the time that's given to them. I could give the same speech in an hour or in 10 minutes, but I would have to alter the amount of content and detail that I put into a speech depending on the time that I've been told I have. Another reason that some speakers go over time is that they didn't allow for extra things to happen other than the speech itself. For example, if you were going to give out handouts as part of your speech, that takes a bit of extra time and you need to allow for that. Another thing that can sometimes make a speech go over time is the audience's reactions. A good speaker will stop and wait for the audience to applaud or to think or to respond in some way. And you as a speaker need to factor that in so that you can make sure your speech runs on time. Another reason that speakers sometimes go over time is because they just didn't plan and prepare and practice sufficiently to allow their presentation to fit in the time given to them. Well-prepared presenters know how to structure their presentation well, and there'll be more about speech construction in a later module. Well-prepared presenters also conclude with a rehearsed take-home message, and they plan ahead to schedule in practice times in their diary so that they make sure that they have enough time to rehearse their presentation with a stopwatch. Well-prepared presenters know their material well and don't waste any time when they're actually up there giving their presentation. And if the delivery for some reason needs to be cut short, they can be flexible enough with that to go to their dynamic, prepared conclusion, which summarises their whole message and gives the audience some kind of a call to action and a message to take home. Members of Toastmasters clubs know how important it is to rehearse a well-timed speech. And when they give their speech to the club or at a contest level, they have a thing called the timer lights, where a green light will come on to warn them that the time for their speech is coming to an end, and then an amber light to let them know that it's getting very close to the time to stop, and red of course means stop, your time is over. When Toastmasters go over by 30 seconds, if they're in a competition, they're disqualified. And if they're in a good club, they'll find the members of their club will start applauding them and let them know very subtly that it's time to stop. This course involves opportunities for you to use your mouth and your body and submit recordings of yourself giving speeches and presentations. And you will need to make sure that it fits into the allocated time that you've been given for each speech. Therefore, don't go right ahead and record your speech immediately, but practice first with a stopwatch and stop when the watch stops. Then, when you've rehearsed it enough times and you are certain and confident that you can fit your speech into the allocated time, go ahead, record your message and upload it for the group to look at. In your final assessment task 4, you will be asked to give a presentation where you are graded on a number of aspects, and one of those aspects will be timing. This is an important thing if you are going to become a public speaker who people want to go and listen to and who will be invited back to speak again. So, watch that stopwatch and do stop when the watch stops.